What's going on, everybody? It's Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we're going to be doing a market update. We're going to see what happened today in the overall market in terms of the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, and the NASDAQ. And we're going to take a look at some large cap stocks to see how they ended up moving today after the massive sell-off that we saw in the overall markets yesterday. And I'm not going to be doing a trading update today because honestly, guys, I didn't trade today. I did not place a single trade. Pretty much just sat on my cash today, just chilled, talk in the group chat, whatever. But, for those of you guys that are new to my channel, my name is Stas, and I make videos dealing with swing trading, day trading, long-term investing, and my personal philosophies and strategies when it comes down to investing and trading in the stock market. So for those of you guys who want to learn more about that, feel free to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram as well as on Twitter, and join our Discord group chat as well as our Facebook group. All of those are linked down below in the description box. And if you guys want to be in contact with me and our community of about 250 traders and investors, join that Discord group chat. We're talking stocks, trading, investing, news, strategies on a day-to-day basis. And again, all of those are linked down below in the description box. So judging off of what we can see right here, guys, the markets were pretty flat. The S&P 500 closed plus $8. Dow Jones closed, down about 95 cents, and the NASDAQ futures are showing that it's up about $3. So, in terms of the price, a dollar amount that we gained or lost today, it was pretty flat. So let's take a look at the overall chart, and we'll start off here with the Dow Jones. So if you guys recall in my previous video yesterday and the video before that, we were talking about this support level that the Dow Jones was pretty much at about $24,500. And what do we notice today, guys? Again, like I said, flat day today, and we held above that support level very nicely. So that is a pretty good sign, but, in terms of my personal opinion, guys, I think there is more downside in the overall market right now with a bunch of these tensions going on, the China, Trump, trade war, all of these different, the deal, all of these different things going on in the overall market. But the fact that we held this support today and we didn't blow right through it, that's a pretty good sign. So if we take a look at the 1-day, 1-minute chart, we'll see, how flat today was. So we opened up, decently green, right? We were up a little bit here, and, we ended up just trading flat with this support level being very valid at about 24,500. So we traded flat, popped up a little bit, pulled back, held the 180 SMA pretty much up until about, 2 hours left in the market. Then we took a dive down here and pretty much held at that 24,500 support level. So in terms of a technical basis right now, guys, we ended off the day, in a downtrend, quote unquote, right? We ended off the day in a downwards trending motion, so that could lead to us opening up red on Friday. No one really knows, guys, because we are in, a holiday week right now. There's not as much volume. Hey, there could be some volatility on Friday, but, at this point, guys, I don't really expect any massive moves towards the end of this week. But again, I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong 100% because no one really knows what's going to happen. But this downwards push that we closed the market at, although we did hold above this, resistance point or the support point here at 24,500, the downwards push is not that great of a sign. So let's take a look at the S&P 500. Same exact thing, guys. We opened up a little bit, started to push, held the support level here pretty much for the middle half of the day, and then we dropped down below. We broke below that support, ending off the day in a downwards trending pattern. Although we did end the day off plus $8, plus 0.3%, the pattern not looking too great to close off the day. And, the NASDAQ today, guys, got hit. Actually, it didn't get hit. It got hit at the close of the market, right? At about 3:30, it fell from 6,600 down to about 6,575, and it's been hovering around there. And again, this is the NASDAQ future, so we can see what it's looking like, after the market closes. But, overall today, guys, markets were flat, and we did see some initial bounce back in the large cap stocks, Apple, Facebook, Netflix, Amazon. We saw some push pre-market hours in Apple, right? We saw an initial pop up here to about 180, but then we sold off again to about 160 or 176, which was the close from yesterday. So, we can see the flatness, the flatness of the overall market. It's how it's transpired over to the large cap stocks we follow. Facebook, this one closed a little bit higher. It closed higher than where it closed yesterday by about $2. So that's a good sign in terms of Facebook. But in terms of the stock, guys, keep an eye on this 50 SMA on the 184-hour chart, because this has been a resistance point in the past, so I wouldn't really be surprised if we got up to the 140-ish levels, next week, and then got hit back down to about the 130s, 120s in terms of Facebook. But, let's take a look at Netflix very quickly, guys. This one, on the 1-day, 1-minute chart, this one pretty much was flat all day today. Then we dumped down here to about 261. Heading into the aftermarket hours, we were pretty much at 261 that whole entire time. So, today, guys, I sat on the sidelines due to not seeing much value in the overall market. And I always talk about this, that you don't have to trade every single day if you don't see value. You should not be forcing trades every single day in the stock market when you do not see an opportunity open up to you, because the number one rule that I personally follow is that I wait for the opportunities to come to me. I do not chase the opportunities. So that's exactly what I ended up doing today, guys. I did not chase any of the opportunities, meaning that I did not trade, right? So, some big movers today. Gush was a very big mover in terms of these ETFs that we follow. This was up about 7%. I think JNUG was up about 7%. Yup, I could have played these, right? I could have played these, but to be honest, I missed the JNUG push, and I also missed the Gush push. So, my mistake in terms of missing these entry points, and again, I do not force any trades, so I was not going to hop in here due to a case of, fear of missing out, also known as FOMO, but that is what I ended up doing today, guys. I did not trade, sat on the sidelines. The markets were flat. Large caps saw a little push during the early part of the day. Ended off the day flat for the most part. My voice is getting a little raspy, guys. But that's pretty much what we're looking at. UGAZ, not too much, movement here in terms of the UGAZ and the DGAZ combo that we've been trading for the past week and a half, 2 weeks. That it's been very, very volatile, right? But that's what I'm looking at in terms of these couple of stocks and ETFs and the overall market. So let's just take a look at a quick little article here that's going to just sum up what really happened today. So the S&P and the NASDAQ climbed following a crushing Tuesday equity rout. We saw how bad the markets got hit on Tuesday. That's not a surprise to us, the people that have been paying attention to the markets. S&P rose, 0.3%. We already saw that. On Tuesday, an equity sell-off turned the S&P 500 and the Dow negative for the year. Both indices are still lower for the year-to-date as of Wednesday's close. Very big sign there, guys. In the wake of Tuesday's massive sell-off, some investors have questioned whether or not the Federal Reserve will maintain its current path of planned rate hikes. However, since 1994, the Fed has responded with more accommodative policy only when other financial conditions such as credit spreads have also deteriorated substantially or when growth is below its potential. We expect the Fed to hike at the December meeting despite the recent stock market decline, with a subjective probability of 90%. So keep an eye on the rate hikes, guys. Keep an eye on this and how it's going to correlate over to the stock market. While the U.S. economy grew at a faster than expected pace of 3.5%, the breakneck expansion isn't expected to last, according to some forecasters. Global economic growth has already peaked and will slow in the coming years, said in its latest report. The world economy will expand 3.7% this year, but growth will decelerate to 3.5% in the following 2 years. This is a massive thing to keep an eye on, guys. The world economy is not growing after this year, according to these projections. So very big things to keep an eye on here, guys. What else did I want to talk about from this article? Bruce Kasman, head of economic research at JP Morgan, wrote in a note Tuesday that the outlook for the 2019 revolves around four tensions: U.S. strength versus sluggishness in the rest of the world, macroeconomic policy supports versus geopolitical drags, robust corporate profits versus capital expenditure growth, and rising wage inflation versus the flat CPI Phillips curve. So, key things to keep an eye on, guys, in December. Are the rates going to hike, right? Another key thing to keep an eye on is the global economic growth. What is it going to be doing for the rest of this year heading into 2019? That's obviously going to have a huge impact on the U.S. stock market, obviously in China as well, and just the whole global economy. So, that is pretty much it for today's video, guys. Very quick little video today summing up what happened. The markets flat today. Large caps had a little run in the morning, flat for the rest of the day for the most part, and not much movement today in terms of my watch list other than the two ETFs, JNUG and Gush, that I was not able to be a part of today, which I sat on the sidelines for, which I'm not really mad about, guys, because, again, I don't really want to force trades. I don't trade every day. My mission is not to trade every single day, but to trade when opportunities are presented to me. And this is how I've, maintained a decent track record, a pretty good track record in the stock market over the past couple of years, making more money than I've lost. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and join our Discord group chat as well as our Facebook group. All of those are linked down below in the description box. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a fantastic Thanksgiving. I hope you all enjoy your day tomorrow. Peace out. I'll catch you in the next video.